Hey all, just doing a quick video before I head off to the stadium again, and today we're going to talk about player positions. I found that, as I've sort of coached around a little bit, that it's not sort of taught to every single team, and a lot of people don't actually understand what point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, centre is, or the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it really is an essential learning for players and coaches, just in terms of understanding the basic mechanics of where to go. So I'm going to start off. Starting off, I'll start with the biggest person. Generally, the biggest person on your team is called the center, and the reason they're called the center is like, let's say you're playing defense. You usually have your center in the very middle of the key, so that they got to shoot over the biggest person. If they're going to get that easy shot in the key, they're going to get over the hardest defender, which is the center, hence called the center. Same sort of thing on offense. And sometimes you call this person like the center forward or the center back. And what that means, that's looking more at the offensive side. So the center forward would play right inside the key, sort of thing. They're posting up. Whereas the centre back would play sort of at the quarter-court line, at the top of the three-point line, or somewhere roundabouts. Maybe they set a screen on the wings, but they're on the back half of the offense. I mean, there's advantages to both. I mean, if you've got your centre forward, your biggest person closest to the ring. If you've got your centre back, then you've got the defensive advantage. So centre, you've also got forwards, which are usually your other bigger people or taller people. And usually they're defined by power forward or stretch forward. And essentially your power forward is usually like a big, another sort of solid frame, or maybe they've just got strength, like muscular strength. And the idea is that this person will play closer to the ring again. Their idea is to drive through or post up and power through to the ring, hence the name power forward. Whereas on the other hand, stretch forward or small forward, which would be your three-man, they generally play more from the perimeter, so from the three-point line. And they're looking, more to drive, or the thing is that small forward or stretch forward is usually a bit of an all-round player. And the all-round player, the small forward, is your three. So far I've been through centre, which is your 5, your power forward, which is the 4, stretch forward 3, or small forward. Then let's go into the guards. And why are they called guards? So essentially, let's say you're going for you're in your offensive set, and your forwards or your bigger players go forward, and they go forward to the ring. Shot goes up, and the people that are forward, generally your bigger people, is always like big people, rebound. So your forwards rebound. Guards can too. Obviously, everybody can do everything. But guards are generally your shorter people. I said they don't have to be, but guards are usually your shorter people. And to me, the reason that they're being called guards is that as the forwards are pushing forward to get that rebound, the guards are back around the free throw line, around the top of the three-point line, to be the first ones back on defense, guarding their ring, hence name guards. Now, guards are broken down into two positions, your 1 and your 2. Generally, your 2 guard, or number 2 player, is your shooting guard. Usually this is the best shooter on your team, and the idea is that this person's running around trying to get open at some point so that they can catch the ball and shoot. It's their strongest asset, usually. Then your number 1 is usually your combo guard. A lot of people call number 1 their point guard. Over time with basketball, the shortest person on the team generally has worked the most on their ball handling, is the best ball handler on the team. So they are the ones that start with the ball. And the person that starts with the ball that brings it down the court is called your point. It's your first point in offense. The first person to touch the ball, first point in offense. But I like to call the one person a combo guard. And the reason I call them a combo is that, as much as everybody on the court needs to be able to score, usually you have either 2 to 3 focuses of people that you want to be taking shots. So this goes from your domestic teams all the way up to your elite. Like, let's look at a couple of NBA teams. If you're looking at, say, Golden State Warriors, you want Stephen Curry shooting the ball, you want Klay Thompson shooting the ball, you want Kevin Durant shooting the ball. And I've picked those 3, putting Klay in there specifically, because we go back to last season, it was Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, the 1 and the 2, and they played a lot of shooting, because it was their 1 and their 2, their guards that were strong at the game. Whereas Kevin Durant came from OKC, and where he came from, he was a forward, but he was a point. Like, they wanted to put the ball in his hands to start the offense, hence making him the point of offense. And that went alongside with Russell Westbrook, who was their 1 guard, who was also a point. So it was a dual point offense. There was 2 players to try and get the ball into their hands so that they could start the offense to get the best look possible. I'm running out of time. Look, guys, I might wrap that up there. Hopefully that's given you a brief idea of, if you have not heard about positions before, or even if you have, hopefully that's given you a brief idea of what the positions are and how they work. I have ideas for future videos where this information will become more relevant, especially in explaining what I'm going to put forward in those future videos. Just do a quick recap. Your 1 is your combo guard, your 2 is your shooting guard, your 3 is your stretch forward, your 4 is your power forward, and your 5 is your center. And guys, remember what I've sort of talked about here a little bit, because this will become relevant in future videos. Essentially, just as a shout out, if you're a forward, if you're a big person, like, make sure you focus on being strong and finishing, don't let any contact stop you. Like, be like a freight train, alright? Like, if something tries to get in front of a freight train, the freight train will power through, and it takes a lot to stop a freight train, alright? So be that freight train. If you're a guard, focus a lot on your ball handling, focus a lot on your passing, and a lot on your spot up shooting. So, no one's guarding you, you catch and you shoot. Like, that's got to be automatic, especially if you're going up the leagues, that's got to be automatic. And even that automatic spot up shooting, that really goes for all 5 positions. It doesn't, if you're the biggest guy on the team, you're center, you've got to be able to play that center back position. The thing is, if you're at the top of the 3-point line and they pass the ball and you can't shoot, you're going to have your defender sitting right in the middle of the key defending your entire team. Whereas if you have the ability to shoot the ball, all of a sudden they step out of the key and create space. So, alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope this has been an insightful video for you, and there's more videos on the way. Coach Q out. We'll see you soon.